Hey guys, I just had these little delicious meatloaf things from HelloFresh because that's just one of the delicious meals I've tried through HelloFresh. With over 50 menu and market items to choose from each week, you'll never run out of dishes to try. In fact, you can get 16 free meals plus 3 gifts with code Valleycast16 at hellofresh.com/Valleycast16. That's right. All you have to do is go to hellofresh.com/Valleycast16, get up to 16 meals free, plus 3 free gifts. It's food, helps us, help you, and now on to the show.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show.
Ladies and gentlemen, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's a very special Twitch stream today.
Joe,
Joe, I haven't introduced you yet.
Shit.
The stream can't see you yet. Guys, for those of you listening to the podcast, you're like, wait, what? What is this, a stream? And it's like, yeah, it's a stream. If you want to see the video version of this, it'll be on youtube.com/the Valleyfolk. So you can see what we see. And like that Christmas song, can you see what I see?
That's the worst one.
You really think so?
Yeah, I hate that one.
But that makes me feel like I'm around Christmas times. I like it makes me feel Christmas.
We should talk about that. We should talk about what are our favorite and least favorite Christmas songs, because Christmas is coming up.
Better to be prepared, I guess you're right. So people can't see us? Is that the deal? What can they see?
This Steve from my universe does 2 podcasts. Yeah. That's correct. That is this Steve also. But yeah, we're doing a Valleycast live, just figured, hey, sometimes we stream and then we record the podcast sometimes, and why not do a little 2 birds in 1 stone kind of situation? And Elliot and Joe are here.
And we hate birds.
And then they hate birds.
Can they hear us yet?
Yeah.
Am I talking to
Hi everybody.
Now they hear you.
There we go.
Hi,
There we
everybody.
go. Welcome to We Kill 2 Birds podcast,
I told them to
where
shut
we
up
find
because I
2
wasn't
birds
ready.
and we kill them.
So this is kind of special because Joe, you haven't been on the Twitch stream in quite a bit. I can't even remember the last time you were here.
It's been a while. It's been a spell.
And Elliot, you made an appearance. You're in every single.
I'm in every single episode. Don't try to act like
You're
I'm
in
not
every single
incredibly
episode.
involved.
Just, music's a little loud. You can go fuck yourself.
Oh man. Do I need to turn myself up?
No, it's just me. I'm doing things. The Zoom.
Okay.
The thing is the Twitch stream is experiencing a different thing than the podcast audience will experience. And if Kevin wanted to get kind of fancy, he could cut between the stream and the Zoom that we're recording. It's up to him. But whatever. Okay. Everyone, welcome Joe and Elliot to the goddamn stream. It's been a bit. But you guys should pop into the twitch.tv/the Valleyfolk stream if you want to see the comments. But I'll also be reading off comments and stuff to you guys if you don't want to be too distracted. But
yeah, I got them both going, but that's going to be kind of the theme here, right? We have a little convo, we have a little maybe Q&A sesh with the old Twitch chat, and they can help curate the content as we go.
Yeah, actually, Nice Vibe says, can Elliot dial down the cool with those sunglasses? Sheesh.
Guys, I've been trying to dial down the cool for many years, and it doesn't work. So I'm sorry. This is who I am.
Elliot, I think you get cooler as you get older.
You do, for sure.
I think so too. Like, I think if you look at our...
It's Joe that I don't think
Joe is evolving more. Joe was cool, then he became a dad and became a cool dad.
You guys have known nothing but me as a dad.
But a cool dad That's true. I've only known you as a dad, but your Barats and Beretta stuff rarely featured any of your. I mean,
still a dad.
I know, but you didn't give off dad energy.
If I was considered cool dad, that is officially gone. My daughter officially wants nothing to do with me. Teenage has
What
set
about
in.
Jackson?
I'm still pretty cool with that kid.
Yeah, see, so you're a cool dad.
Nice.
But like, you look at Joe. Joe was like fucking cool, doing his Barats and Beretta shit
Yeah, and Mike, what a fall.
with Luke Beretta, and then he became.
I'm still mangled from the contact with the concrete.
Joe evolved into a cool dad, and Elliot became cooler than all of us.
Yeah.
Elliot's cool surpassed us. But if you go back to the Sourcefed days, Elliot looks like someone you could break in half by accident.
Yeah. You still could, but there's just more goo that comes out now.
It's thicker. It's
Excuse
it's just thick.
Excuse the language, but Elliot was a little bit of a fucking pussy back in the Sourcefed days.
I wouldn't say that. I was a hardcore Republican back in the source.
I mean, that was my favorite segment that you did.
Just, get your facts straight.
But that was before we did that political 24-hour stream, and then it changed your mind.
No.
I
It
just
was
like
when
the idea.
I met Gary Johnson. I was like, no, I don't think so, guys.
I just love the idea of like after a long day of throwing out 5 videos starting at 5:30 a.m. Elliot goes home all haggard and he's just like, babe, I don't think I can work with these liberal cucks anymore.
One of them says
then,
"God damn" a bunch in the writer's room.
Yeah.
But you
I
know,
didn't
but
actually
those
use the
days are
word.
over. But Elliot, you're like a completely different person. I think we're all completely different people in appearance and personality, I think, in a lot of ways. But we're all still the same. We all still have the same kind of sense of humor, though. I feel like that's never changed.
Yeah, but we're like a old car like with a crank engine. Like you used to be like we were like Teslas. You just hit the gas and we would go. But now it's just like you gotta warm us up a little bit to get to that. Like we're on and we're at 100%, and we're just like throwing out the zingers. Like we gotta warm it up, man. These old bodies and brains.
I used to be a rev it up, go one pump chump, but now I'm a take my time, Ryan. It's funny because CM Ziggy says you're confusing Elliot with Elliot C. Morgan.
That's true.
Is Elliot C. Morgan still around?
He's in me.
Yeah, he lives in there. Do you ever let him out on a? Do you ever think about doing an Elliot C. Morgan thing again?
Yeah, when the libs start going off again.
All right. Well, guys, welcome to the stream. Hi, everybody who's here live. We have some audience members chiming in with their thoughts on the things that we're saying, which is kind of going to be the only real difference between this and normal Valleycasts. Mr. C. Morgan comes out after a few scotches.
Yep.
Okay, so Aston Goocher, who is a subscriber to the channel. Hello.
Such a good name. God dang it.
Dude, Aston Goocher. We have so many fun names in here. We got Big Titty Leah. We got Dunk Chunk. A lot of fun lot of fun fuckers in here.
Always a good reminder that the chat is infinitely more entertaining than the talent.
Dude, they're just everyone's funny. Like I'm surprised at how funny you guys all are. Is there an Elliot B. Morgan, and is he single?
That's very funny.
Elliot B. Morgan would be the super liberal one, right?
Man, that's so good. I've never even thought to say that.
It's more of like a Michael Keaton in Multiplicity type of situation. It's more conservative, but just a little bit more.
I love that instead of going super left liberal, it would be just more right Republican. Yeah. The B stands for beta. That's so good. See, this is how funny the chat is. The chat's very funny. We are funny because of you guys. You know, I was thinking about that, Gooner. I think we Gooner.
We don't have to be here, Joe.
Gooner is a little creature I
man.
found in the forest, and he just said it to me. I was thinking about this, guys. Tell me if you think this is true.
Ugh.
We have effectively been kind of teaching people how to be funny for years and years and years. Do you believe that? Typon Hartman says it's fucking weird feeling like I've known y'all for 10 years. To add to that,
I think teaching is an interesting verb. I think providing an example might be another better way for me to say it. You know, you pick up on people's quirks. I've picked up on your guys' quirks and stuff, and I know that, like, you know, like I say all the time, just like Elliot just did.
That's on me.
So, like, let me put it like this. Like, I think, you know, when we would do Sourcefed and we'd do, like, table talks or, like, commentary or something, we kind of all fell into archetypes, right? Like,
Oh boy,
and
I just blacked out.
we all fell into these archetypes, and eventually you could almost feel when Joe was gonna do something physical, or Elliot was gonna say something kind of sarcastic, or I was gonna throw out some kind of inappropriate thing.
Like you're nuts.
Yeah, like my nuts. And
Like your one nut.
and my one nut that made several appearances. But to me, it's like
There was B nut. There was C nut.
Elliot D. Morgan. And then we were like, and then, you know, we would throw out jokes and things like that. And then we would talk about our process of coming up with jokes all the time. And I feel like in some way we were kind of like doing a comedy class for a lot of people in that sense.
And in one.
Yeah, that's it's more like they got to watch us go to school. You know, how you could have somebody come and sit in on the in a class and kind of observe in college. That's kind of probably a better example. Like,
Archetype is Elliot's safe
more
word.
Elliot.
Is that true, Elliot?
Yeah.
Is archetype your safe word?
Yeah.
My favorite archetype
I have
while
a
I was at
paper-
Sourcefed. Oh, go ahead.
I was, because I have a paper due Thursday, and I gotta write about archetypes, and it's triggering. And so,
Dude, I was talking to
head out.
someone. Oh man, there's some real weird, interesting people out there. And most people don't want to spend time with those kinds of people, but I throw myself into these situations and learn a lot of weird things and feel real strange afterwards. But thinking about archetypes and how you're learning about archetypes, I was talking to someone about like I was teasing them for acting like a manic pixie dream girl. And I don't think they understood what that meant. And so I was explaining that there's like this archetype, there's like this you know, there's this, it's more of a, I guess, is it more of a trope than an archetype? You okay?
What's happening?
it's an archetypal image.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, because an archetype is like created, right? Like, and do you think we all fall into archetypical categories? Do you think everyone does?
I think the idea is that they're all kind of ingrained, and you learn them throughout life, the patterns of behavior, and then you sort of fall. You become, it becomes habitual, but you have all of them at all times. Everyone has all the archetypes.
Really? So we all show a little bit of all the archetypes, but is there like a main archetype that we exhibit as individuals?
The main archetype, according to Jung, would be called the self, which is the like core archetype. But you don't really access that very much in life. Most of it's your ego, which is also considered a complex with an archetypal core. So your ego, when you're going around, is also triggered. Basically, like you're gonna need to do this, this, and this. It's a hero archetype.
Do you tap into the ego because the core is it's almost too raw, like presenting yourself as you truly are because you don't quite know who it is, and you're not entirely comfortable with it, so you have to put on airs to get through society and to get through life in general, so that's why the ego takes over?
Yep. It's like ego, persona, and then
Yep.
you get all the unconscious stuff under there. And I don't know how anyone can possibly be interested in this, and I'm assuming folks I apologize, but yes.
We have more
That is the general
people
idea.
tuned in now than we usually do on the Twitch stream.
To hear about archetypes.
Just dropping it.
And the thing is we're in the category of just chatting, and Twitch these days really is like, there's a lot of conversational podcasty type stuff on Twitch where people
I was
just,
wondering about that.
yeah, people just kind of talk to each other, and they'll do like, well, let's look at Reddit and see if we can find some fun shit there. And a lot of people don't, there's a lot of non-gaming content here, and people will come and just listen to a Twitch stream like a podcast. They'll just leave it on in the background. So like, I don't know, I think some people might find the archetype stuff interesting. I certainly do, because it helps me
Conversational
find
parasocial.
it helps me find a little bit of order in the chaos when you think about archetypes, right?
It's a nice way to put it.
And that's what I like sometimes, because obviously, like, you know, we can find order in other ways, but it's nice to think about, like, okay, well, if we can compartmentalize our personalities, our actions and things, then it makes the world seem a little more.
Well, it's a natural thing that's going to happen,
Yeah.
right? Both subconsciously and consciously. You're gonna subconsciously follow the stereotypes that are associated with archetypes from a society point of view, that you've grown up with movies and pop culture and stuff like that. But then, like we were talking before, you're also going to fall into them on a subconscious level, and a choice conscious level, because it makes you actively feel comfortable. You know you're going to do it. But I find that the most interesting people that you come across are the ones that are kind of antithetical to the archetype that they are represented by. So
Sure.
it's like, oh, I like the jock that writes poetry. Like, those are always going to be the more interesting humans, because they're the
Isn't
ones
it
that
funny?
are a little bit more self-reflective and being able to communicate that they know
Very
thyself.
interesting.
You know,
There is so much nuance in everyone wants to, you're right, like with the idea that I want to compartmentalize people because it makes things feel more order and less chaotic. But you're right, there's so many variables. Like, someone was just mentioning like what our archetypes are to them as viewers of us from like years and years and years ago, and people were saying like, well, Joe's like the jock, but secretly is a drama nerd and like also a comic book, but not so secretly,
And a
But-
ballet dancer.
and a ballet dancer, yeah,
and a wee bit racist.
and a racist anesthesiologist.
Oh, and we forgot Joe's a little racist.
We can't leave that out. CM Ziggy said something kind of interesting. We can like do a little remembering the past and talking about shit like that if you guys want to like bring up things like that for us to talk about. But I have some things planned for this show. Last time on the Valleycast, we talked about how we were going to talk about the Rehearsal and Nope, or was what were we going to talk about?
Yeah, both those things.
Both those
I have
things?
a lot to say.
And now we're all we've seen those things.
You guys can still talk about it. You guys can talk about it.
Joe hasn't seen the Rehearsal.
I have
Fuck
not seen
me.
Rehearsal, but you guys are free to talk about it. You're,
Okay.
you're free to talk about it.
we'll-
You're
we'll-
free.
Can I-
It's totally fine.
We'll
I've only seen. Okay.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
After you.
So wait. So before we
Yeah.
get into the meat and potatoes here, we got to have a little bit of an appetizer, and that's kind of what we're doing here now. But I wanted to do some Dolly mini AI things while we futz around and while we talk about things, because they're so fun. Have you guys fucked around with this at all,
Yeah, it's awesome.
Elliot?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's wonderful. You can literally type in whatever you want and it'll just make it. And you and I, the three of us, you and I, Elliot, Joe, hang out for a sec.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
The three of us. Sorry, I'm
I
just,
just
used
love
to having,
hanging out, you know.
I'm used to having Elliot in the car with me and to bounce shit off of. So I figured we could come up with some bonkers shit together to type in there. Like for instance, something I like to type in there just as an exercise. And this is really kind of like an improv game too, in a lot of ways, right? It's like, what's the funniest thing you can think of? And then what does that become? A lot of times it's not as funny as the thing you wrote, but what
Or
I
the
like
scariest.
or the scariest. We can get to scary too.
Did you guys see the one on Reddit that was trending like 2 days ago? That was it was a collection of the last selfie ever taken on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
Wait, should I look for it?
Yeah.
Let me look for it.
Dude.
It's incredibly
Frightening beyond all
Awful.
belief.
Whoa, why?
It's so just damning and dark
It's scary. Okay, so
And
Reddit
and possible.
last selfie.
last selfie
On
on
Earth.
Earth.
What
or
AI
Earth, I
reckons
think.
the last selfie on Earth will look like?
Yeah.
Why is it not safe? Oh my god! I was like, why is it not safe for work? Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's really interesting at first, and then it's just like existentially frightening.
This nightmare image. What are we looking at here?
Are you showing it on the stream? Can I see
Yes.
it? Okay, great.
Yes.
Look at that! Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Hey man, check this out. The Earth's on fire.
This guy's last act was like, I gotta get this on Insta.
Well, it's like in Nope when the guy is on the ground and he's like, "Take a picture of me! Take a picture of me!"
Yeah. Is this the one? Is that just a singular one? Because the one that I saw was like a video that scrolled through like.
Oh, like a
Like-
bunch of different ones.
like
I'm
8 or
looking at
9
like
of
a
them.
skeleton man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, there's like a video of like
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't.
It won't come up for me.
That's what
Oh
we're talking
God!
about.
What the fuck? Oh, I don't like this. This is a nightmare.
It is.
Oh,
It's
I really
truly
don't
a
like
nightmare.
it.
Yeah, it's a weird mix of like depressing and uncanny valley at
And
the same
scary.
time. So
Yeah.
bad combo. Yeah.
Why is
Yeah.
Why is this a video? Oh God!
Because there's so many of them. They're just scrolling through all the different ones.
People would take like selfies
Oh,
while the
yeah.
world is burning, wouldn't they?
Look at the earth
Oh,
in the
God.
background on that one.
Somebody would be making a TikTok where they're doing like a TikTok dance.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, some of these are absolutely horrendous.
Someone earlier said that their opinions of us changed a lot over the years. Like when they would watch us on Table Talk, like what someone was saying when I would pop up, they would be like, "I'm not watching that."
I'm sorry. I just wasn't used to your brand of humor at that time, Steve. So when you popped up, I was just like, he's a little bit much.
It's all right, Joe. You can say that in the chat.
Why is that
but
one
you can,
moving?
you
That
can
one's
also-
moving.
You can also say it to me. You can say it to my face, Joe. But it's interesting. How did that affect you guys when you would see like a comment that would be like, "Ew, Elliot, I'm out," or like for me it would like hurt a little bit, but then I'd be like, "Well, go fuck yourself then." Go eat a dick.
Look, man, it's a
That's what we call a very strong ego. So that's a good, it's a healthy.
It took years for me to get to that point, though.
Steve's ego went super scion.
For
Just-
a while, it was like
Yeah.
I would go home to my ex-wife and I'd be like, "Why don't they love me? Why doesn't everyone love me?"
I don't know why he
He's like,
kept.
I'm not with you anymore.
Yeah,
Why
stop
you-
coming
yeah,
home to me. I'm your ex-wife. I don't want to hear,
Yeah, yeah.
hear this.
My new husband and
No.
my son are scared of you. So anyway, I thought it would be fun to do some fun shit. And so what I like to do, I don't want to type in the last selfies on the planet.
No.
Fucking terrifying. Let's see. BB
Oh,
Jazz. BB Jazz is great, and she says hearing one of the hosts after the fact explain that not everyone was super close or best friends was a huge perspective shift for me. I grew up thinking Sourcefed was an organic group of friends just making shit, not really a job. Yeah, and that was what it was manufactured to be that. It was meticulously
Yeah, and I would
planned
say-
to look that way.
It also, though, did kind of weirdly work out where
Yeah.
the people who were close, and
There's
you know,
ebbs and
they got-
flows.
Yeah, you all end up becoming friends because you work together so hard, but we didn't know each other beforehand at all.
No, there's ebbs and flows of closeness in any type of those type of situations, and we were not special in regards to being the only group that you've watched online of people that are friends. You know, having that ebb and flow of closeness. Everybody you watch online is
yeah,
or not Rhett and Link, not Rhett and Link.
I mean,
well,
it's
they hate each other and God.
Yeah, BB Jess is BB Jess does Twitch streams and stuff and is finding success there. Congratulations to you and doing a really good job. And so you see the other side of the content making coin, which is, you do lean into the like, we're all friends, let's fuck around and have fun. And you can see how that can become dangerous or misconstrued as something. But it's truly just entertainment. And, for us, I think we got to a point where we were like, I think we just find more success being ourselves and not trying to fit ourselves into a thing we don't fit into.
It was also like so much so quickly that I think it kind of caused an immediate forging in some way where it's like, this is, close, however close we were the only ones who could know what was going on and experiencing the same thing at the same time, which was pretty wild. Like that first VidCon was like, that was, if I'd been like a lone person, like a solo YouTuber, I don't know how that would have happened. Like that's terrifying. I was glad to have people around.
Oh yeah, dude, I would not have made it if I was alone in so many ways. Like
speaking of alone, Joe.
Oh wait, don't talk about it. I just got access to every single season. Don't ask me how. And I'm gonna watch the fuck out of it. I'm so excited. But
don't start at the beginning. Start in one of the later.
Oh really? I was gonna start at the beginning.
They get better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so really quickly, so because we're talking about Sourcefed stuff, let's go to the Dolly Mini thing and type in Sourcefed hosts working at Arby's.
Ooh, I got one that I want to do after this. Yeah. This is fun. This is good. This is good stuff. This is good high quality in the moment content.
So I used to. So when
especially
Dolly,
for our audio listeners,
when Dolly Mini see, and that's why I was like, look, for you guys, we'll describe what we see, but you're gonna want to look at the video version of this for sure.
YouTube.com/the
Valleyfolk. So when I first started fucking with Dolly Mini, I would use Arby's as the kind of like the tag, and one of the ones I made, stop it, Jesse, get out of here. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna ban you. Earlier, I hit up Jesse and I was like, hey man, do you have time to just watch the chat and just make sure nothing's awful? Because I when my guests show over, when Joe and Elliot are here, I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable or scared. Or see things they shouldn't see. And I was like, Jesse, can you just make sure no one's being like a real piece of shit in the chat and just kick and ban people? And Jesse comes right out of the gate with something. Okay. So we've got our Sourcefed hosts working at Arby's image ready.
I would say this one leans pretty hard into the Arby's angle. There's some red and black motif and white, which was very Sourcefed.
This kind of has this one has me and Elliot, and this is kind of Joe, and this is maybe kind of Lee.
Oh my god.
There we are. There's the old gang.
You guys look at this image. Remember that video we did?
If there's one thing that happened at Arby's. We aged well. We aged out of looking like that.
Oh man, who's this? You think?
That's Phil.
That's Phil DeFranco. Just messing with the ingredients.
Yeah,
just stirring something up. See, he's got one of those. He's got one of those For Human People shirts on. That's his apron.
What's happening here? Coworkers get a job. Coworkers open an Arby's at 3 a.m.
Oh my goodness! All right, I got another prompt.
What do you got,
for
Joe?
I want you to do Jesus Christ is my sleep paralysis demon.
Jesus Christ
Oh, wow. Okay.
is my sleep paralysis. Oops. Demon.
It has to be tracking these prompts, right? Like it's got to store all of it.
I mean, it's a bunch of creatives that like made this, and they're a bunch of like weirdos. So I'm sure they're like, yeah, they might be gathering all the weird shit people are typing.
And this is one of the this is like, I don't want to say lesser, but I'll say like some of the other ones that you have to get like on Discord groups to use are so much more powerful.
Oh yeah, there's some
the images that they're kicking
shit
out are unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
I
we should also do Jesus
selfie
Christ.
End of the world ones came from. I think it's more like that.
What about Jesus Christ on Sourcefed? What happens
Jesus
if we
in front of
just
a white wall?
What if we just type in Sourcefed? What do you think will happen?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's find out
What if
after
it's-
Jesus Christ is my sleep paralysis.
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, that's awful. That really hurt. That's worse than the selfie
Which one's
one.
the scariest? This one's kind of freaky.
Man.
This one might be the
Oh,
creepiest.
oh Lord, I don't like any of it.
It's like
This is a
upside down.
fucking
Are those
absolute
knees?
nightmare. Why are we
Those are
seeing
feet.
the other?
Wow.
Why are we seeing this other thing back there?
Why is that moving in the back? Oh, is it getting keyed out by your?
It's getting keyed out for some reason. Why is that?
That's weird. Scroll through
There
some
we
of the
go.
other. Man,
I
that
guess
one's like
so. I don't
Mothman
have a green screen
prophecies
effect
level.
on
Mess with you. That's nuts.
that. Oh yeah,
It's almost like that. There is the Golden Gate Bridge during a fog,
Mhm.
or
It is-
Jesus.
or Jesus,
That's,
the
the
sleep
Golden Gate.
paralysis demon.
It's a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge from 14.
Look at his Muppet hand.
The hand is scary.
If Jesus was on Table Talk,
Oh, that's the monster part. I see.
Wow.
this is like Vecna. You guys watch Stranger Things?
Oh yeah. Oh, what's this one? Yeah. Click on it.
Boy.
That's man.
All
What if
right.
that's what you saw when
don't
you
like
died?
it.
Like that's the first thing right there. Welcome, child.
All right, let's type in. Let's just type. Ooh, what's this? Go away.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Beep,
This is
boop.
what happens.
We're in the Matrix now.
Man,
Let's
that
just
was a
type in
lot.
Sourcefed and see what happens.
I hope it's just pictures of Arby's.
Yeah, just Arby's. All of us.
It's all of us working at Arby's. Okay, so Nope. Everyone saw Nope?
Yes, saw Nope.
Chat, if you haven't seen Nope, I'm sorry. We'll try to be vague.
We can keep it lightly. Not spoilery.
I can't stop thinking about it.
So scale of 1 to 10. What? Because I'm not gonna lie. I was okay. I want to hear.
Well, go ahead, because it is divisive. Like people, not everybody loves it, and not everybody even liked it. But the people who liked it really liked it. What the fuck are
liked
we
it.
looking at here? What
The
is this?
the realization that Sourcefed was such a small blip in the overall zeitgeist of humanity that when you put it into this, nothing comes
dope.
up. That's what you're looking at.
Although for some reason, when you type in our names, like when I one time I typed in Steve Zaragoza, and it was like terrifying what it came up with.
I showed you guys when I did Grace. What it came up with.
Yeah. I like that. Someone said I like it more because I can't stand Logan Paul. Well, so I liked it a lot more than Us, and I rewatched Us recently, and enjoyed it more. Ooh, Mortojin has. Oh, that's funny. Mortojin donated bits so that we could do Elliot Morgan in a gazebo. into Dolly Mini, and we'll see what happens.
We've all seen what that looks like multiple times.
Can't keep
no,
this
Logan
guy out of
Paul's not-
gazebos.
Logan Paul's not in it, but Logan
Yeah.
Paul suddenly became like a movie critic and was like, here's 17 messages about why I didn't like Nope. And instead of it being like, here's why I didn't like it, it was more like, here's why it's bad. God, look at this.
I mean, that's just from your Facebook page. All of them. They just went straight to your Facebook. That's not cool. Look at that guy's face.
Is that a Muppet?
Oh my goodness. This is my favorite action figure. Car wreck Steve
Cool shirt.
Zaragoza.
Thanks, man.
Go to the bottom left one of Matt Robb.
What if there's universes where this is what humans look like?
Wow.
There he is.
Burn victim Steve is my favorite.
These are like all of the Steve entered the first human cloning program.
This is what it just looks like when I go into an audition where they're looking for guys like me.
Oh my goodness.
What does Jackson think of this?
Do any of these look like Steve?
Yes.
Which one? Which one looks like Steve?
Yes.
That one.
That one looks like Steve?
What's
Yeah,
that
the
one?
one.
The one that yeah, that one.
This one?
Yep.
He's a good guy. That guy's a good guy. That's a nice guy.
I'm doing a show where I'm gonna go to Seattle and do this show. I'll do a bunch of posts about it. You guys will see it, but they're asking for like pictures of me to put in their like advertising or whatever. I should just send them these.
This Steve is like, he woke up one and he's like, you know what? I'm afraid of LASIK. So what I'm going to have them do is, instead of fixing my eyes through LASIK, I'm going to have them embed my glasses straight into my face, and then I'll never have to take them off again.
And you know, the whites of my eyes are kind of scary to me. So I want them to close the skin around the whites of my eyes so that I can only see through my pupils and nothing else.
And you know what? Just because I'm crazy and I want people to know that I'm a little bit of a goof, just make my eyebrows blue forever. Can you do that?
Why? Yeah, it does look like buttholes. Let's type in Elliot Morgan.
Oh man.
I don't think
That was
there's
a lot.
anything of me.
Elliot, it's okay. Elliot, no thoughts. Go.
Maybe if you did Elliot C. Morgan, that's my handle. I don't know if that might make. That'd be great if it had a Republican Elliot Morgan.
What
but
if it was
nothing else.
And then
What if it was just like really well done photos of the Capitol riot? It's just like really, like, it doesn't even look like AI generated. It looks like they're just photos of the
I know
Capitol.
we're saying jokes and stuff, you know, but like it wasn't a riot; it was a protest, and it was very peaceful.
You know, let's just call spade a spade, you know?
Real quick.
Can I put in, Zobel says put in Elliot Morgan, January 6th riot. Oh, Valleyfolk is just Sourcefed after dark. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there he is. There's Elliot
Look at
Morgan.
good old Elliot Morgan.
I think
There he is.
I
That
think the
bottom right.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Bottom left might have that has a little Elliot in him, and the chest hair. I love that.
Mm-hmm. That's a sweetheart.
Man, I think it's a little bit of your style. You know, you got the nice jacket. You got
Oh, God.
wow.
Um,
You got a little bit of heterochromia iridis going on there.
that's it. That's my future.
This is like when they do like.
Hey, is Grace around? Can she do a round of Mary Fuck Kill with these photos?
Which
Yeah,
Elliot-
I'll get her in.
which
Grace.
Elliot- she just comes in instantly. She's not busy at all. She's right there. She's
Yeah,
waiting
she
for you
sits
to
by the
call
door.
her. She's waiting for you to acknowledge her.
Oh my god.
Tony Collette in the chat. This is the real Tony Collette, by the way. She stops by.
Love your
to
work.
our
Love
channel.
Nice.
your work. You're a
honor.
chameleon. Just a chameleon.
Absolute honor.
No, don't tell me anything about Better Call Saul. I haven't started the new season yet, so stop it.
Well, it's
But
a show
this-
that's about like. Never mind.
I felt like Nope lacked a certain level of depth, but I enjoyed it as a movie that was about UFOs.
Oh, so did you want it to mean more than what it did at the end of the day, which was, it was just kind of a cool popcorn flick?
Yeah,
Dude.
and I thought it was beautiful. Really thought it was beautiful. I just felt like it didn't quite do it, but I was in, and I actually liked it more than the friends I saw it with. They were way like disappointed.
Yeah,
so that might have had an effect too.
I saw it with people who were there. It was a very divisive group. It was like some of us liked it, some of us did not like it at all, and some of us needed time to think about it. And like, to me, I feel like, because I've seen it twice now, to me it feels like there's so much depth in the movie. There's so much in the movie.
It's exact opposite of what Elliot just said.
Really
We've got a
believe
debate!
Because
now,
there's so
okay.
much.
Well, now we're disagreeing. So
Let's type in Elliot Morgan at the Capitol.
January 6th.
November 6th.
January 6th. November 6th would be pretty boring.
November 6th. At Arby's.
Please.
With Arby's. No. Wait, and it's Capital, not Capital. Capitol.
I never remember.
In a gazebo.
The thing is like every time
on fire.
So
last on Earth.
I think that there's so much fucking depth in this movie because there's so much going on. The movie opens with a Bible quote.
No. The movie Nopens.
The movie Nopens with a Bible quote, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says something about spectacle, and will rain down terror on you if you create a spectacle or whatever. And so I was like, what is that all about? What does that mean? And then the whole movie happens. And then at the end, the being looks like a biblically accurate angel.
All right, you sold me. I'm back.
And now I'm like, holy shit. Is that what he's saying? That these were like what people were seeing when they saw biblically accurate angels? They were seeing these beings?
I love that stuff, and I also love the way they really went into detail about the actual like UAP, UFO, the videos of like the Navy pilots and all that stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Did it go into Weezer?
It's Elliot Morgan at the Capitol, January 6th.
That's interesting.
Well, I don't understand a single part of that.
All of them are a single dude playing guitar standing at a mic.
Yeah, real weird.
Every single one. Wait. Oh, check this out. Guys. All right, ready? Ravenous UFO torments and terrifies the man who made the atomic bomb.
Is that the new Christopher Nolan movie?
Mm-hmm. Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Did he make the?
Huh?
Wait. Do it again. Is this a movie game? prompt?
Yeah. UFO.
Oh, Oppenheimer.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah!
Okay, so check this out. Zoval.
I was so
says,
far off.
I work with a super right-wing guy when he shows up. He didn't come in for a while after the riot.
Nice.
Looked shocked to see him and apologized for reporting him to the FBI. I didn't know if he actually went. I just assumed.
Wait, what? What just happened? What'd you read?
Joe Beretta.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now it shows me.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Did you actually?
For our
Zoval
audio
was saying they
listeners, these aren't
reported-
going great.
You actually reported a coworker because you assumed they were there and they weren't? Is that what you're saying?
Oh man.
How about this? Arby's gender reveal.
If
see what
it's
that
just
gives us.
more photos of old men, portraits, we're done. It's broken.
Dude, also Nope dealt with a lot of themes of trying to monetize trauma,
Tame the wild beast
Tame
and
the
monetize
wild
trauma.
beast.
Yep.
Trying to control animals and get them to do what you want them to do, and the realization that you can't.
All right, I'm back in.
It's really
Oh yeah, especially with the. I don't want to spoil anything, but
there's so many things in
Oh
it.
yeah.
There's
What
so
the-
much.
What's his name? Stephen Wen.
Jupe.
How do you say his name?
Yen.
Yen.
Yun.
His character at the end of the day was nice and cordial, but was also very disgusting. And
yep.
Please look at this.
oh man,
There's a wonderful Arby's journey. Is it coming out of the pipes?
You going?
What is this shit?
This just makes me want you to do new Pope gender reveal.
New Pope, who this? Arby's. How about this? The Pope working at Arby's.
No. The Pope is my sleep paralysis demon.
The Pope, the Jordan Peele's Pope.
Wait. Sleep paralysis gender reveal.
Arby's.
Sleep paralysis gender reveal. Let's do it.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, wait. Let's let the Pope working at Arby's go.
Sleep
And then we'll
paralysis demon gender reveal.
Okay, so Nope was great. We'll talk about it more once everyone, because Joe.
I enjoyed Nope from a strictly, like, I agree with what Elliot's saying. I can see why people wouldn't like it. I agree with Steve's saying. I know why people like it. I just enjoyed it as a popcorn flick is kind of how I went into it. It was more, for me, it felt a bit Spielbergian, but with more of an independent twist. I don't feel like movies like that get made anymore, nor crazy ideas like that get the chance to see the light of day. But because Jordan Peele has kind of just like a green light right now, cool shit like that, which was really essentially a Twilight Zone episode with a massive budget, get made, and I love that.
Great point.
That's all of Jordan Peele's movies. They're like Twilight Zone episodes, which is why he was such the perfect choice to do the Twilight Zone.
Goodness, look at this guy. This Pope is made of Arby's. That's a roast beef face.
His arm is roast
His
beef.
hand is sandwich.
Try the new Pope. The Pope beef.
I'm just waiting for his order. Just waiting.
The Pope's getting. Look at the Pope.
Oh, he's getting his hands dirty.
He's getting his hands dirty. C. England says, my conspiracy theory brain wants to think Nope was a primer to get the UAP idea back into the media and included a bunch of weird, surreal things to get people. I don't think
That is
anything
my
was
favorite conspiracy theory.
I don't think
ever.
anything about it was surreal. A lot of people were like confused about a lot of things, and I think it's all there. I think everything is there, except everything can be explained. The only thing I'm having trouble with is, and I'm going to be vague about it, is the
Bogway.
the shoe on the set of
Red
the
herring.
sitcom.
She was a red herring.
Potentially. And then the other thing that that I can't quite figure out yet is the balloon thing. There's like several times where a balloon is important to the story, and then at the very end there's like a big moment with a balloon type object. And it's just like the fact that there's things in it that I'm like that I'm still like mulling over in my brain makes me feel like there's so much depth there. There's so much.
You could say it was a symbol of decadence that was being, that in the end it was
Just-
trash,
yeah.
essentially.
I love that. I also love the idea of like a bad miracle, because like they keep talking about
Jordan Peele was just like, I just put a bunch of crazy shit together.
There's also the idea of like the bad miracle thing was really interesting to me, because it was like, you know, at one point OJ asks his sister, like, what do they call a bad miracle? Like, what's the word for a bad miracle? And she was like, nope. And I really liked that a lot because you saw examples of bad miracles in the movie, like what happens to their father and what happened to Jupe when he was a kid. And then you see them kind of like take those moments of trauma, those bad miracle moments, and then like keep a keepsake from that and like glorify it.
Hearing this really beautiful explanation next to that photo just like
Pope?
breaking my brain. It's such a, I mean, this is why it's a great podcast, because we really do cover some in-depth stuff. But I agree with what you're saying. It sounds like it makes sense, and also I need to see it again. I'll see it.
There's
again.
there's a lot of stuff going on in the movie about also the obsession with fame through the media, like getting famous by using trauma, getting famous by
just constantly like running your camera for a moment,
running the cameras 24/7, capturing every moment, and really amazing.
I was so happy to see that one guy, that old guy.
Oh, dude, that guy's awesome from Prince of Thieves.
Like from Prince of Thieves, yeah.
You never see that guy, and he's so cool. Also, the other thing is so many things with eyes. And then at one point,
the horse's eye,
the guy talking about the purple people eater, the one-eyed purple people eater,
just singing the song.
But I love that it's like Jordan Peele's giving you all of these little things, the being, with the big eye and the horse eye and Jupe's balloon closing one eye. And like just all of the one eye thing imagery, it's just like a beautiful, like to me, I've said this a bunch of times, but this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. To me, this movie is like a painting you see in a museum that catches your attention and you can't help but stare at it and look at every little detail and then notice that things are connecting to other things.
Noptus. And there's a bigger idea there, and there's a bunch of bigger themes there, and it isn't just an image of a landscape. And some people will walk by that exact same painting and go, well, I don't give a shit about that.
No,
that
they'll
doesn't
go,
do anything for me.
Nope.
They say nope. Yeah, or they go like, I don't feel anything. Nope. But for me, I wanted to stare at that painting for more than the amount of time they gave us, and I can't wait to own it, to keep watching it, and keep looking at it. All right, let's do one more AI thing.
4 out of 10. Steve Zaragoza.
Do sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. Gender reveal.
Sleep paralysis demon. Gender reveal.
Sleep paralysis gender reveal demon.
This is what we're talking about with the art in a museum. It catches you.
Exactly. But Elliot, I'd love for you to see it again, or maybe you and I could watch it together or something. And then I'd love to like just talk to you about everything and get your opinion on some of those things.
I feel like when we started to talk about Nope previously, Steve, after your first viewing, you weren't a fan. No. Was it after the second? It was after the second viewing.
No. I think you're thinking of Black Phone. There was the idea that I didn't like Black Phone.
No, you liked Black
like
Phone.
It.
No. When we first talked about Nope, I don't think you were this adamant about liking it. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong.
I might have been trying to downplay it because I didn't want anybody to get too excited about it. But I really loved it. The first time, my first viewing of it was like, yay, fucking cool. Better than Us, not as good as Get Out. And then for the next 3 or 4 days, I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Oh, wow.
These are great.
Wow. It's whatever, for our audio listeners, it's whatever you're imagining.
Whatever you're imagining. Look at this nightmare. It's like someone in a bed.
It's a boy. Oh, man.
Can you do that top center?
Oh, my God.
That's really bad, guys.
It looks like a garbage album cover.
It looks like what's his name, Steve Elliot,
Marilyn Manson?
The political guy, Milo
Stamatopoulos.
Yeah, Milo Stamatopoulos.
Jill Roberts.
Yeah.
Do Milo Yiannopoulos gender reveal.
Milo. Wait, can you spell his name?
Oh my goodness.
I can look. Milo.
Oh my god.
Let me know when you're ready.
Is it STAMATAPOULUS?
No, it's
A B C D E F G.
YANN
What?
OPOU LOS.
Wow.
Milo Yiannopoulos. Gender reveal demon. It's words are just fun to put together in general.
Yeah, that one's pretty creepy. This one's pretty creepy. Like, what are we even looking at here?
Ooh, right there. Yeah, you can just
Nightmares.
barely make
Yeah,
out.
that one's
Right?
That one's pretty good.
Oof. God damn. Okay, so real quick, while this one goes, we'll say goodbye real soon, but the rehearsal. Joe,
Feel free to talk
whatever
about.
you
I
can.
know what it's all. I know. I have an inkling about what it's about. It's totally fine. Please discuss. I've had a chance. I've had my time.
I think, okay, so 3 episodes have aired, and there's a lot of discourse about exploitation and taking advantage of people, because the show really does, like, it looks like they looked for the most naive and easily manipulatable people that are also really weird and socially awkward. And then the brilliant comedian Nathan Fielder just does his magic on those people and puts them through insane situations. And I think people aren't wrong when they say it's exploitative, but I think most entertainment today is. Holy shit.
There he is. There he is.
It's not as good as a sleep demon. Yeah, that's Can I say something about the?
Yeah, please.
It kind of. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and I gotta say, it kind of lost me the second one because it felt a little staged.
That's interesting.
Do you think it's not?
It's
Because I really.
It's not.
It's not?
It's not. Because,
Are you sure?
Yeah, and the reason why is because in the second episode, what you're talking about, they're trying to rehearse a woman for motherhood, right? Like, basically.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, let's get a potential partner in there to help you with this motherhood thing. And the partner they find is this guy that's like, holy shit. But you can't believe this person exists in our reality. But what happened was that person's real life brother went on the internet and said, back in December, my brother was cast in this show, and you're going to see how much of an insane maniac he is. And they're like estranged because this guy is an insane person and exactly behaves the way that they
Wow.
represented him in the show.
All right, you're 2 for 2, Steve. I'm back. I'm back.
It's
with
insane, dude. And this show is fucking bonkers.
If you start to watch it and you get the impression that it's staged a little bit, I will say it makes sense because it's like, oh, kind of bum. That's a little bit of a bummer. But if you're saying that for real, it's real, and you think her too, the woman,
$1 billion.
When you say
All right.
exploitative, or they say exploitative, and if I'm hearing correct, the type of people that they are potentially exploiting, is it very like Tim and Eric-y as far as like these are real world?
Well, did you ever see? Well, I
People
would say
that-
they were not as like ill as maybe the Tim and Eric menagerie is, but these are people. I mean, have you ever seen Nathan For You, Joe?
Yeah.
It's like those kind of people.
Okay.
It's like kind of like the third episode features kind of like your most run of the mill person. The subject is a very regular guy. But it's fucking brilliant, man. It's a brilliant show. It really is just taking the reality show concept and showing you every aspect of it, including the manipulation aspects. Because on shows like American Idol, they're like, they are manipulating people on those reality shows. And they are using that show to say, let's laugh at these people that are bad at music. And this show is saying, let's laugh at people that don't understand. We're absolutely fucking with them.
Steve, I will contend to you that is not the point of American Idol.
No,
these
but it's the
days.
point of this show.
Yeah, back in the day, yes, the Simon Cowell aspect and the highlighting of people in their horrible auditions was what I think the show leaned on. It doesn't do that anymore. As somebody that's watched it a lot because of Alejandro, one of the
Alejandro
best
was
musicians
awesome.
to ever grace freaking American media. They
Keep
it
my
really is
fiance's
more
name
about
out your mouth. Don't do that again.
It's more about the journey now and the talent, which I find refreshing.
But you know that there is exploitative aspects of those shows,
Of course.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I think Nathan For You does too, but it shows you in a less secretive way. It shows you full out in the open that we are manipulating these people, and you get to see that. And it's very interesting. It's really kind of just like an interesting study of the human condition in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Guys, what a wonderful
4 out of
show.
10.
What a wonderful show.
And that's our time.
That's our time. This has been the Valleycast. How fun was this? It was live. We had a great time.
It was
Our
fun in
Twitch
real time.
audience here really chimed in. BB Jess here, and all all the good boys and girls. Jesse Stillwell helping us.
Becca DeGoo.
Yeah, sure. Becca DeGoo hasn't
Milo
been around in a real
Yiannopoulos.
long time. Milo,
Pope.
Milo and Otis, the Pope.
Jesus
Sleep paralysis demon.
Sleep paralysis demon. Thank you.
Todd McFarlane, let's get on these and make some really cool action figures.
Anything we're looking forward to, Joe? Anything coming up, or any shows or movies or anything that you? I gotta jump into Better Call Saul. Finish the season.
No, man. No. I got nothing. I got my daughter going into her sophomore year of high school. That's crazy. Jackson
Damn.
going into 3rd grade. That's kind of taking up a lot of my time. And movie game's still available, and please go get it.
Man, time really does fly, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Elliot, are you excited about anything coming up? Movies, TV shows?
No, I have nothing. No.
What are you reading right now?
I have these here, and then I got the all sorts.
Are you reading all those at once?
Yeah, you kind of gotta. I'm reading this thing on personality development, so I just need one. You know.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Finally develop and grow one. Yeah, I
God
get
damn.
Yeah,
It's about time.
I'm waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys have been really patient with me over the years, and thank
This
you.
Elliot C. Morgan shit has run its course.
Yeah, it really has. I'm sorry.
All right, well, guys, patrons, viewers, fans of the show, the Twitch channel, et al. Thank you for joining us. If you like this, we'll do
Thank you,
more.
Tony
maybe. I
Collette.
don't know.
The
Thank you to
real
Tony Collette, Dunk Chunk. What was the other guy? What was the name of it? What was that? The name was so good. It was like
Ass done Goocher or something. Ass done
Ass
Goocher.
Tongue Goocher.
Ass cum goocher.
Hey, Elliot, how far do you have until you finish your degree?
This month, I just find out if I get to get a PhD pass, and if I don't, or if I just get the master's.
Wow.
So it's stressful.
Wait, what's the
That's
PhD pass mean? You get to move on.
It means I go into another 3rd year of studies, and then after that, the PhD part, but they don't let you move on after the first 2 years unless you take the final exams and prove and get above a certain score on all these questions. And if I don't, then I automatically don't get the PhD.
But you're officially this month gonna have a master's?
Well, yeah, hopefully, and there's a chance that I fail that, but I don't think
You're
I
not
will,
gonna fail
so,
it.
yeah.
Congratulations, dude. That's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Thank you.
That's so awesome,
Thanks, man.
dude. That's
Very
hard
exciting.
work, man. That's
Speaking
not
of-
nothing.
It's not nothing, and just as you were saying, time flies. So
Yeah, it certainly does. Someone was saying that it's a fast pass for PhDs. Is that true?
Genie pass. It's the genie pass.
oh yeah, it's the Genie Pass. It costs about $20.
It's costs $20
Lightning
and
lane.
then you have a PhD. All right, well, boys, let's stay on for a sec so we could say our goodbyes in the Zoom. But to our homies in the chat, in the Twitch, gracias.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Please check out the full video version of this at youtube.com/thevalleyfolk.
Valleyfolk.
And we hope you had a wonderful, wonderful time. And we'll see you. I don't know. I'll probably be playing more games this week on the channel.
4 out of 10.
For best episode we've ever done. All right, everybody in the Twitch, thanks for watching.
So I'll watch
Bye bye.
Beep, ba, 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 da, bo.
I should